For me, what was happening is I would get invited as the expert, but not as the thought leader. I was a marketing specialist. And so what I was doing was I was creating campaign ideas that were far ahead of their time, that were challenging people on levels that they couldn't imagine. The strategies I was giving them were the right strategies. They were based on data. They had lots of research. There was a lot of reasons why they should take those strategies. They were often risky because when we take new directions, that's risky. What I wasn't giving them was I wasn't giving them the emotional feeling that would help them get over that risk. Now, what I wasn't doing was painting a picture of what the benefit was on the other side of it, of why they should cross the chasm of risk, why they should take that, what it could look like, what it could mean. And it's more than just it could mean more money or it could mean more sales. It was about how they could succeed. And what I learned from some of the best storytellers in the business at the time was about painting the picture of where we're going, of what that could mean. And when I started to understand my job wasn't to support with numbers and strategy and facts and figures and research, although that was part of it, don't get me wrong, that's important stuff. You have to have it. But you've got to turn that into a story, a long story, a story that gets your prospect, your client, your audience to a feel-good place. Because if you're leaving them in a place of risk, they're never going to buy what you're selling. They're never going to believe what you're telling them, because none of us want to be left in that place of risk. And so my transition from changemaker to thought leader came with that understanding. And, I learned it while I was in advertising, and I was pretty good at it, but I wasn't consistent. And it wasn't until I was trained through the TED methodology, and where I went on to develop my own methodology on top of what I was trained through TED, that I started to understand how it all worked, how story was so integral, and how to tell a story so that it could hold an idea, so that we could create a feeling for the audiences that they wanted to leave on. Whether that feeling was inspired, happy, joyful, connected. You can use whatever adjective and whatever feeling you want. We need to know that. That's part of the story building process.